What's going on? Appreciate y'all watching the video. Trying to get my phone set right here. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. YouTube. Make sure my live working. Make sure my live working. What's going on? But yeah, YouTube. I just want to do a quick live real quick because I haven't did a video in a while. I just been busy. I've been busy. Um, learning this new job and I just got back from training. I got back from training last Friday. So, I had a good time. I met some other IRS employees and I had a good time. So, we learned about taxes and procedures and stuff like that. I had a good time. So, but yeah, I'm good. I'm back. I'm back in Georgia. Texas was nice. It was hot. It was real hot in Texas. I had a good time. We went out together. We had a few drinks and we went out to a few restaurants. We had a good time with my training group. So, but yeah, so I don't have really much to talk about in this video, but I just wanted to make a quick video to check in with y'all. Gotta check in with my subscribers. Q50, what's going on? AJ Gang, what's going on? But but yeah, it's the same old stuff, man. Boring. 8 to 5, 40-hour week. Just boring 40-hour week. Just boring. 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. So I know some guys. I know y'all looking for some excitement, but my life is boring. I'm not in the truck. I'm not doing trucking anymore. So, I'm in a new career field right now, using my experience in a new career. So, I'm just learning to do that. So, that's what I've been doing. So, what I'm doing now, I work in the excise division. So, anything that have to do with excise, that's going to be all those extra side taxes that we all got to pay. Fuel taxes, those are excise taxes. Road taxes, tire taxes, taxes on tires, when you taxes when you buy something and it's got like an extra fee on it. Insurance has an excise tax on it. Tires, when you buy tires and it's got like that extra tax on it. So you got sales tax and it's got like an extra tax down there, the federal excise tax. You hate taxes? Unfortunately, I know you hate them. You gotta pay them, and you can't do nothing about it. It's nothing you're gonna do about it. So stop complaining about taxes. I can't control it. There's nothing I can do about it. So you just gotta pay them. The IRS can't catch you. I don't want to catch you. I'm just doing my job. I don't want you. um, Let me see. There's a bunch of people in here. Where you driving? I'm not going nowhere. What's up? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Have an amazing rest of your day. Yeah, I appreciate it. Could you say no? I'm not saying that. Please give me a shout out. Give you a shout out. Good luck, man. Keep up good work. Yeah, I appreciate it. I sub. You sub? Yeah, I appreciate the sub. Can I have a shout out? For Iris. Hello, what's going on? You watching from the Philippines? Wow, I appreciate it. Disposable fee. Subscribe. Yeah, I appreciate the sub, man. Indians are controlling everything in this world. There's nothing we can do. There's a lot of things you can do. Get with the program. Stop trying to fight it. I'm a handsome fella. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thoughts on Kanye West? I don't follow Kanye West like that, so I don't really have too many thoughts. SpongeBob. Y'all a trip. I subbed and like, yeah, I appreciate it. Can I get a shout out? You gonna give me some money? You look like Walter White if he was black. Y'all funny. Yeah, so but yeah, I've been doing the same stuff, just sitting in my cubicles, pushing these papers, and that's what's going on with me. So 40 hours a week, same old stuff. So but like I'm always saying in my videos, guys are always scared to do things, and the thing is like what I've been preaching on. I mean, I try not to preach in my videos, but I'm not trying to be a preacher, but I get real passionate about what I'm talking about, and I just be trying to just put it out there, because I know I'm a regular ordinary guy. I'm just a regular ordinary guy, so I don't I'm not an Einstein. I'm not Jeff Bezos. I'm not this super intelligent guy where, I got some kind of tricks to the game. I'm just a regular dude, and I'm out here learning life. I got my life right here on social media, and like all you have to do is just come out here and do what you want to do. If you want to do something with your life, just go out here and do it. And so just come out here and do it. And so don't be scared because at the end of the day, life's gonna happen. At the end of the day, life is gonna happen. Bills, you got to pay bills, and you got to live this life, and you're free in America to do what you want to do. And like I know with guys in trucking, it's unfortunate because they trying to fight the trucking industry. Guys are trying to fight the trucking industry, and unfortunately, you're not big enough to take on the trucking industry to make the trucking industry do what you want it to do. And so what you're going to have to do is find something else to do. And so I know guys, they guys are so in love with the trucking industry. They love trucking, but unfortunately, trucking doesn't love you. You know why? Because you're not making no money. If trucking industry loved you, it would pay you for that loyalty. But unfortunately, you're gonna have to find an industry that cares more about you. The trucking industry doesn't care about you. Everything is written against you. The DOT regulations are written against you. The DOT regulations are not written for you to make a bunch of money. They cap your hours of service. They provide the big shipping companies all the power. They don't care about you sleeping. They don't care about where you park at. Everybody in the trucking industry is making money but you. So for some reason or another, you in love with the trucking industry. You need to take that love and put it somewhere else. Go and get your HVAC license. Go get into plumbing. You know you can get your HVAC license in 3 to 6 months. How many videos I done made talking about this? How many 6 months and how many 3 months? How many years? How many weeks and days and minutes have passed? And you sitting there waiting. You're waiting for trucking industry to return that love. Unfortunately, the trucking industry has been dealing with all these issues for the last 100 years, and the trucking industry isn't gonna get any better. It's just not. The trucking industry benefits all the powers but you, unfortunately. So whenever you decide, I hope you don't wait too long. Hope you don't wait till the last minute to decide to get into another career. The time is now. I mean, the time has long passed, but the time is now, because there's a lot of money out here for you to get into a different career. You can go to a community college for free. Community colleges are sitting on COVID money. You can find a local technology college, your local community college. They have tons of classes that you can take, tons of certifications, 30 days, 60 day, 90 day, 120 day certifications that you can take and pass them and go straight to work into a whole new career and make a good living. But you don't want to do that. You want to sit and suffer in trucking. Okay. None of these programs require you to get a master's degree. None of these programs require you to get a bachelor's degree. You can go and get an IT cert in 30 days and be in a whole new career field making $75,000. 30 days. 30 days. I mean, 30 days. In some cases, 2 weeks. You know? And so, you know, I mean, I prefer going into federal service. Wouldn't even waste my time anything else. If you're 50, 60 years old, you really don't have time to go in and trying other things. You need something that's tried and true, stable, reliable. And so I would look at something in federal service. You know, I've talked to some people. I've talked to one guy, he went to the military. You know, they upped the military age. I think they upped it to like 35 or something. You can go to the military. You go to the Army at 35. I think it's 35 or 36 or something like that. They upped it. They upped the limit, the age limit to get into the Army. You can go to the Army, start a whole new career field. Time will pass. And before you know it, you've been in there 10 years. You got skills. The Army, the U.S. military will pay for your education. They'll train you on the job. I mean, go to the military. There are a lot of things outside of using a gun in the military that you can do. You can drive a truck in the military. You can be a cook. You can be an IT professional in the military. You can do all these things in the military instead of fighting the market, the employment market on how to get a job and all that. You know, there are a lot of things out here you can do. Trucking isn't the all be all to working and providing a living. Trucking is not the only thing you can do. There are a lot of things out here you can do. So at the end of the day, you're not going to beat the trucking industry. You're not going to beat the warehouses. You're not going to beat regulations. You're not going to beat the DOT. You're just not going to beat them. So stop it, guys. Come on, stop it. Stop doing this to yourself. Stop fighting the trucking industry. Why you guys keep banging your head on the trucking industry is not going to get better. You can go back all the way to the 60s. Guys that's been running trucks in the 60s still fighting the same issues. They do not care about truck drivers. They don't. They just don't. Go into an industry where employees and the workers that work in that industry matter. You get into a career field where they care about you, you know, and the rules come all the way from the White House all the way down to your pocket. You can see how the rules are written to benefit you. The rules are written at the top from the DOT, from the FMCSA, all the way down for you to not make a good living as a truck driver. Why are you banging your head on that? And so get into a career field that provides a good living. And I get it. There's a lot of guys that we all got responsibilities. I got responsibilities, but you're going to have to make the sacrifices. It's not going to be easy. I have a mortgage. I have other responsibilities. I got a child. I'm married. I don't want to hear the excuses. It's your life. You're going to have to figure out what you're going to have to do with it. It's your life. Figure it out. It's your life. If you're tired of it, you the one who chose this career field. You chose it. You live in a free country where you can have the freedom to fail. You have the freedom to make dumb decisions. You have the freedom to prosper. You have the freedom to be successful, and you have the freedom to fail. And so you think the government, you think it's other people's responsibility or whether you can make a good living in trucking. That's not their responsibility. It's yours. Nobody told you to get into trucking. You can get into trucking. You can get out of trucking the same way you got into trucking. You chose it. I chose to get into trucking. I chose to go to school and get a degree. You know, you can make those decisions. You live in a free country. And for some reason, people don't like it when they have freedom. They have a lot of freedom. Having freedom is a lot of responsibility because you have the freedom to fail. It's the same way you have the freedom to be successful. And for some reason, people don't know how to handle the freedom that they have. Go over to another country where the government tells everybody what kind of jobs that they should have. Women can't work. Men got to do this. If you're 5'2", you got to do this. If you're black or brown, you got to do this. You have the freedom to choose a career that you want to choose. You have the freedom to go to the store at 2 o'clock in the morning. And so with those freedoms comes responsibility. And so you have to decide, you know, because Americans are very spoiled and like they have a certain level of entitlement. It's just unbelievable. The level of entitlement that Americans have, they don't realize that they have the freedom to just quit a job and go into another career field, as if trucking is it. Trucking is the only career field I can do. No, you got trash stuck in between your ears. You got to clean that trash out and make room for new skills to come and prosper and move on. I mean, for a lot of you guys, if you've been in trucking this long, look at being a dispatcher. Look at being a transportation manager. Look at applying these skills in a different way. A lot of you guys know trucking backwards and forward. A lot of you guys are an expert at the trucking industry. You can apply your skills in a different way. You know? And so you got to sit down and decide what you want to do with your life. And so it's kind of my rant for today. You know, I hope I touched you. I hope I inspired you. You know, I just hope. I really hope so. I got tender lips, man. Who these folk on this video? You cool? Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, Jesus, is this really the guy you want to take advice from? Does this man appear to embody happiness? He's a complainer and lost just like you. I'm a complainer? Okay. Hey, I'm good, man. Nope, unless you want to be I guess I got some trolls in here. But yeah, so you know, I'm just trying to inspire y'all to you know, because I know it's tough out here. Trucking is taking a heavy blow right now. Man, you know, I didn't see this coming. It's the funny thing, like it's very coincidental, because I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming, because when I sold my truck, the market wasn't this bad. It wasn't. And I was just already at a point where I just, you know, wanted to get out of trucking. I've been wanting to get out of trucking for a long time. Before I bought a truck, I was trying to get out of trucking. And so, you know, but I, you know, I was trying to study on the road. I was, you know, trying to take online classes on the road. It's very difficult, but the technology is here. You can take college courses anywhere. You know, you can take college courses just about anywhere. And so with technology where it's at, I mean, you can easily, I don't want to say easily, but you know, you just have to decide what you want, and you have to put the work in and sacrifice for one thing or another, and you have to decide what's important to you. You know, if you're sick and tired, well, there's nobody gonna fix it but you. You gotta decide. You're gonna put the muscle. You're gonna have to put the muscle in, because I know I'm not that smart. I know I'm not that smart. You know, I can't be that smart, but I do have a strong work ethic, and I can apply that work ethic just about anything. If you can run a truck for 100 hours a week, you could study through a program and get a certification and get a new skill, and use that same energy, that same passion, and go do something else. You know, like if you run a truck, I know a lot of you guys are passionate about your truck. You're passionate about your CDL. A lot of you guys are passionate about the trucking industry. You are. I know you are, because I am too. I'm very passionate about the trucking industry. I love the trucking industry. I love the transportation industry. I love it. It's a lot of opportunity. It's very lucrative industry. But when it becomes that difficult to survive, you have to just stand up and look in the mirror and be like, you know what? Something got to give. We got to figure something out. We got to go and do something else. So, and the thing is, I know when you're in the truck, you're busy in the truck. And that's the problem, because you're busy in the truck and you can't think about anything else. And what you're going to have to do as a driver, if you're trying to get out of trucking, you're going to have to pick some time. You got to find some time during the week and make some you time so you can find enlightenment and discover yourself and find out what you really want. You're going to have to take some walks. You have to find some time for you. Get out that truck. Maybe 1 or 2 days a week. Maybe you have to cut back your running back to 2-3 days a week, maybe 4 days a week. Take 1 or 2 days a week and rest. Go for walks. Do some research and Google some programs. Spend a day a week and work on you. You working on the industry and running all the time, you really can't find the mind space to sit and think of other careers, because when you're in the truck, you're busy thinking about truck business stuff and your brain is clouded with getting loads on time and dispatching and revenue and all this, and broker got on your nerve because he lowballed you on the rate. You're gonna have to get out the truck, park the truck, go home, spend time with your family, go for walks, and get on your computer, get out here and network and meet people, get involved into things and meet some people, talk to some people and find out what other industries that you can get in, and sit down and explore them and look what they pay, look what the skills that you may need, how long it's going to take. Write that stuff down and explore those, dig deep into those careers, dig deep into those skills, and look at, okay, is there something that you can really obtain? Are these skills that you can really obtain in a meaningful amount of time? I say 6 months or less, no more than a year, but 6 months or less. Look at industries that you can get into, that you can get skills, job ready skills, that you can get a cert real quick and hit the road and go to work and make at least $60,000-$70,000 a year. Because you don't want to go and get a skill and spend money and time studying and getting certs and things like that if you're only gonna make $20,000 a year, $30,000-$40,000 a year. That's not gonna help. If you get into the area of work and you got a trajectory that is gonna set you up to make $100,000, $150,000, then it's worth taking the time, taking that year off, taking a year off, maybe 2 years off, to study that career field, get licensed, get skills and network in that area, and get to know the people that do that work, and then turn around and hit the ground running. But it takes some sacrifice. It takes sacrifice. I'm just now getting back into the workforce. I was out of work for 2021. I sold my truck, and so I spent 2022. I spent summer 2020. I spent some of 2021, all of 22, and half of 2023, maybe 3/4 of 2023 not working. Now, granted, I had some savings, I have rental income, I have other sources of income, and I had a good sizable set of savings. And I'm married. But me and my wife, we sat down and crunched the numbers, and I was still able to contribute to the household bills and carry my own weight, even though I wasn't quote unquote working. But like I said, you have to decide and make that plan. It may take you 10 years. It may take you 5 years to set yourself up to be able to pivot, because you watching my video right here, right now, you may not be able to do it right now, but it may take you a year of savings. You might have to just stack up cash to be able to take a year off to go study another career field. So it may take you, you know, maybe it's a conversation. Maybe you're going to have to let some bills go. You're going to have to turn some stuff off. Get rid of a car that, you know, get rid of some expenses before you do it. So that way you can go into it and take 3 to 6 months or a year off to go and get into another career field. I mean, some of you already have the skills and you don't even have to do that. All you have to do is just get rid of the truck, and you already got something to go to take you to another career field and get you into $100,000, $150,000 situation. Some of you are already sitting in that situation. You know, I bumped into a guy. He sold his truck and he had a real estate license. He went back to selling houses. You know, and trucking is just like real estate, because it's a sales business. You, instead of houses and instead of loads, you selling loads and booking loads, you selling houses. You on the phone trying to set up appointments. It's all the same work. So it's all the same work. And so it's the same muscle, right? It's the same brain muscle. Communicating with somebody, setting deadlines, negotiating prices on stuff, contracts. Real estate has contracts. Trucking has a lot of contracts in it. Bills of lading, setting appointments, revenue. It's all the same muscle. You just doing it a different way. And so, you know, I came on here, you know, to just, you know, talk about that for a minute. I'm a complainer. Man, I don't complain. Man, I don't complain on my channel. When I do complain, I make moves. I get stuff done. That's the difference between my complaining. I'm not really a complainer. Like, I'll complain, but I'm complaining to think and trying to solve a problem. Because I know people that complain and they spend 20 years complaining, and that's what they do. They complain with no results. They complain. It's like, bro, don't you get tired of complaining? Aren't you gonna like make a move and make some change, or you just gonna complain? If you're gonna complain, I don't want to hear it no more. You just talking. But got 30 minutes on this video. I'm gonna quit it right there. So I hope I inspired y'all. I hope you know, take this video with heed and take action. You know, it's something else out there for you. Trucking ain't working. It's something else out there. You know, you might have to take a pay cut, you know, and temporarily take a pay cut, you know, and you'll be right back to where you was in a year. You know, I know that happened for me. I quit. I sold my truck, and you know, my income took a hit, but now I'm back working and I'm making the same money I made in trucking, to be honest. So it's kind of one of those things. But hey, I appreciate y'all watching the videos, man. I'll see y'all next time.